Wow, this is a great group, and we're really glad to have you here, and we want to welcome our CLO panelists. Okay, let's get started. What we'd like to ask the panelists to do first before we delve into the questions that we've prepared for them to share with you today is to ask them to introduce themselves.
I'm Mary Beth Wynn, and I am the Director of Talent Development at Duke Energy.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Mark Sain from TIAA-CREF. I am the Senior Director of Executive and Leadership Development, and I am here today sitting in for my manager, Terry Gornett, who is having knee surgery this morning and would much rather be here than be having knee surgery.
Good morning. I'm Lisa Doyle, Vice President of Learning and Development at Lowe's Companies.
My name is Chris Payton. I'm with Bank of America, the Chief Learning Officer for Bank of America. Been with the bank since '95 in various HR roles, and I'm now in my 67th day as the Chief Learning Officer for the bank.
Our first question that's been prepared that we wanted to kind of get in the minds of our CLOs is this. Looking ahead to 2014, what are the challenges your learning and development organization is facing, and what are your plans to meet those challenges?
What my team has got to do is to get real creative about how we're going to continue to strengthen the pipeline, to build the talent with minimal funds to do that. So I've got a smile on my face because I'm not worried about that, because I've got a really good, high-performing team, and I know we're going to make that happen. But it's definitely something that we've got to be thinking about and be focused on for 2014.
I think in any industry that you're in right now, the challenge is the expense environment that you're dealing with. So it's how do you do more for less, as far as that's the bank's view or the company view. And so we're being challenged. We're reducing, I think this past few years, almost 30,000 people at the bank. So we're always looking for ways that we can do more, better. And so I think that the challenge in 2014 is, especially when I talk to my team, everyone has a ton on their plate already, right? So I think the challenge is, how do you prioritize your work and show the impact of your work in a way that can make your work extremely relevant to the client? And I think it's how do you measure the work from an impact standpoint, and how do you justify the dollars, the people, the time that you're investing in learning and development? Based on conversations, I think that's a challenge at times for the industry, for the learning industry. So that's, I think, in 2014, prioritize the work, show the value, and make sure you're making as big an impact as you can with the work.
It's creating leaders who can perform at their peak and help our employees love where they work, as I mentioned. The other opportunity, I would say, is that you have to, I think learning is the best kept secret in any organization. We're a service organization. We exist to support our businesses. And what we have to be able to do is tell our story very clearly in terms of our value proposition, so that they will engage us at the beginning of their initiatives rather than in the middle or even at the end. Training should never be an afterthought. It should be part of the way that we operate. And so that's really what we're doing, is reflecting our value so that we'll be sought out early.
We're really trying to move to asking different questions. And the questions we're trying to move to is, tell us what's going on here and what's challenging you. Not what learning do you need or what class do you want to take. And what we found is that when we start playing that game a little differently, that we're engaged in the businesses in different ways. They need our help. They need help they don't even know they need. And so we're able to not just stand up in front of a room or deliver a training product, but deliver more value to the organization. In the leadership space, I see us in 2014 really helping our leaders think about, how do we keep people focused and energized? Everybody wants to show up at work, or nearly everybody wants to show up at work and do something that's important, do something that matters. And we're really working with our leadership to help people connect what they do to what the organization is doing and where we're going in the future. And I think that's going to, it's started and it's continuing in 2014.